Alright people, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video. I just wanted to make this real quick. It's not going to be a long video. I just wanted to share my thoughts on the second season of Castlevania. Just in case you haven't watched my reaction series, which you might not have. And I understand, you know, I'm kind of, I'm unlikable. I'm not going to lie, I am. But I really like this series. You know, this series is really good. Castlevania. Whew, look at that. I got that vinyl and everything. Whew, sorry, I have a runny nose. I think I'm getting sick. I'm not even going to lie. When the seasons change and weather changes, I start getting sick. So I apologize if I do this a lot because I have a runny nose. So, yeah. I can't control it. But anyway, look at this. Look at this. There's Dracula. There's Trevor. There's Castle Dracula. Look at that. Oh, man. I bought this vinyl just because of how awesome this cover is. Look at this. Look how many songs were in the first season. The first season was 4 episodes. Look how many songs. Look. Damn. Oh, man. Trevor Morris. That's your name, right? Trevor Morris. Great job. Music's great in that first season. Hey, and music's great in the second season, too. Mwah! So good. So anyway, I was really excited for season 2. And I just kind of want to share my thoughts really quick with you. Just in case you don't want to watch the full reaction series, because I do give my thoughts on each episode individually at the end of my reactions, and to everybody that's been watching, thank you. So I just wanted to give my thoughts all together for season 2. I apologize. Like I said, I'm getting sick, and I'm tired too. So if this video ends up being terrible, I apologize. But I really loved season 2. It had some of the best moments when it comes to anime. Some of the best moments ever. Okay? It was so freaking good. And I love the video games. I might not be too into the lore of the video games where I know every single character and every single piece of background information. But I know the video games enough where I look at this and it just feels cozy. I look at season 2 and I look at season 1 and I look at the world, I look at everything, what's going on, and I just feel like I'm in a Castlevania video game, except it's an anime. So it's not really a video game, it's an anime. But I feel like I'm there. Not feel like I'm there. That's the wrong thing to say. I feel like I'm in the world of Castlevania. It just really, or Wallachia, is it called? Which is just the city, right? But is that city? No, it's the whole thing. Whatever. Again, I don't know shit. I don't know the lore as much as you guys probably do. But I was really loving that first season. It's 4 episodes. It's mainly backstory. It's mainly just to set up these characters. It's more of like a prologue besides a season 1. And to be honest, I kind of wish they made season 2 just an extension of season 1. You know, like call season 1 season 1B, and then, or season 1A, and then call season 2 season 1B, and just combine them together and have one season that's 12 episodes long. I think that would have been better than just 4 and then 8. But either way, that doesn't matter. This feels like a complete. It feels like a complete story, you know? Season 2 actually completes that story in a way that I was not expecting. It felt very natural, even though it felt like it was taking its time in the first half of season 2, where it was really like taking its time with the characters, and there's times where characters are just sitting down reading books and just learning how to defeat Dracula and all this stuff, and you really do take your time with these characters and actually understand them and get them, and you see them interact with one another. So you really love all 3 of the main characters. You love Trevor, Sypha, and Alucard. Of course, Grant's nowhere to be seen in this. They didn't bring his ass from the video games in here, which I understand because the show is kind of short. It's only 12 episodes, so having another main character might have, you know, might have meant we got less of some of the other great stuff in this series. So I'm okay with that. And they might add Grant later on. Who knows? So especially since they mess with the lore and some of the characters and how they were in certain games, I could see them just putting Grant later on. You know, maybe he defeats Dracula later on, or I don't know, maybe he comes in and like dances. I don't fucking know. But Grant was like a thief character, by the way. But we have the characters we have, and they are really likable, and they have great voice actors doing a great job with the great writing from Warren Ellis, and we really relate to all of them, especially our villain Dracula, played by Graham McTavish, who does a fantastic job of making this who a lot of people would consider a creature, this creature, human, vampire, whatever, this figure really interesting and tragic. You really do feel for Dracula in this. Even when he's murdering innocent people, you're like, you understand it. It's not like he's just going around like, oh, I'm just gonna kill some humans because I'm evil. Like, he just goes around murdering people because of a reason. There's a reason for it, and that reason is because he thinks humanity is just scum. They're cattle. They shouldn't have the power they have, and they took something from me. Fuck that. Now I'm gonna take something from them, and that something gonna be everything. Alright, I'm going for it all in, baby. So it's really, really interesting watching this character kind of like formulate battle plans, but like kind of not really giving a shit on how to like eradicate humanity. He has his war council of like other vampire generals, and he's kind of just telling them like, figure it out, just do it. You know, he doesn't really care. At a certain point, you realize that he just doesn't care about how it happens. They go all get tortured and murdered, or just like Thanos, like where they just turn into dust. He wouldn't give a fuck. He just wants them gone, so his tragedy that happened to him will never happen again to anybody else. You know, anybody else he may know or whatever. It's not really that. He just wants them to pay, all humans, but he just wants. He wants what he wants, and it's a really likable, not likable, I shouldn't say likable. It's a really interesting character arc for him, where throughout the 8 episodes, he slowly reveals that he really doesn't care about even his own life, let alone humans. It's really good. It's great stuff. So I really like the villain, and the main characters, we don't get too much when it comes to character about them, besides maybe Alucard. Like Trevor, we get to know his, his whole deal about his family lineage, getting chased out of Wallachia, whatever, from the bishop and all the other people. We get to know that, and Sypha, her whole thing, she's traveling magicians and stuff like that. That's not what it is, but whatever. We get to know that, and Alucard, of course, he had a childhood where it was actually a pretty good childhood from what I've heard in the show, but you can see like it started getting real bad once Lisa died and was killed, and Dracula, of course, wanted to murder everybody. So he has a tragic story too, because he has to not only take down this really, really big this evil entity, but he has to take down his father. So it's great stuff, and the writing is great. It's really funny at times too, I should say. So if you're going in this expecting like it just to be completely serious, that's definitely not exactly what you're gonna get. The last 2 episodes really do hammer it home that this is a real world, and there's real consequences, and there's real characters, real people, and there's a lot of emotional heft in those last 2 episodes. But there are plenty of moments where it really does slow down. It has a lot of intimate moments and a lot of funny moments and character building moments. There's even a lot of action here and there where we get to see these characters team up and use all their powers to help one another. Like Alucard has a floating sword. He can turn into a wolf. You have freaking Trevor, who has an exploding whip and a sword and expert monster slaying abilities. You got Sypha, who has just magic. She could do shit with her hands like Doctor Strange. So it's really interesting watching them all use their abilities together and fight bad guys and evil doers. It's great stuff. It really is. I really love season 2. And the last 2 episodes, I can't even tell you how much I love those last 2 episodes. I so love how this show ended. And if this was the final season, they said 12 episodes, we're good, we told our story, I'd understand. I mean, they kind of wrapped it up in a way where like there's other plot lines that haven't really been resolved, but I would be still okay with it, because I could be like, okay, that is something that might happen in the future in this world. But yeah, it's great. I love season 2 of Castlevania. Please go watch it. Please support this. I freaking loved it. So that's it. I just wanted to give my thoughts. That's really it. And go watch the reaction series if you want. Go watch it on Netflix first though. Support it. I'm going to watch it again actually. So there you go. Thank you. Until next time, of course. Goodbye.